The live stream for 2.0 just happened, and I'm just gonna say by far one of the craziest live streams we've had for a minute. And with all the stuff that they're gonna be bringing in PENACONY, I think everyone should be very, very hyped, especially for what I'm going to show you at the end, which is very, very cool for all free-to-play players for sure. And we're just going to go ahead and sum up everything in the fastest way possible, and also giving you the details that you probably missed and all the details that you probably need to know if you didn't get to watch the stream. One thing I do want to know is that after this video, you have to go onto Honkai Star Rail's channel and watch the opening for the PENACONY opening for the video. That junk is by far one of the coolest videos for hype, for the get into PENACONY, this is how it's going to feel type of mood. That is by far going to be it. Super, super nice trailer. I love it so, so much. I don't want to spoil it for you, so I want you to watch it yourself just so that you can react to it the same way I was when it first started playing. It was such a really cool thing. But the main thing that they showed for a majority of the stream was that, the landscape of PENACONY, having it to the skyscrapers and the roofs of them, all the way to the like Las Vegas-y type of land that we have. Very different from Belobog, very different from the Lofu, very different from the Space Ceiling Station. But to the most part, what I know a lot of you want to know, and this is really freaking cool. You see that is you're walking on walls here. This is so cool. They took it and brought out their whole creative freedom with making PENACONY. It's so freaking nice. Now, I know the main thing y'all want to see for sure is going to be Black Swan and also Sparkle. What do they do? How they are? How good they are? Black Swan is going to be by far a very different character. She is a dog character, which we all basically knew, and she's gonna have a brand new dot, which is not gonna be Wind Shear, it's not gonna be Burn, it's not gonna be Shock, it's not gonna be Bleed. It's going to be Arcana. Arcana is gonna be a brand new type specific to her, and it is gonna be some type of stacked mechanic because you are gonna be building it up with your skill and with your basic attack as well. And looking at how Arcana is, they did mention that Arcana is going to be allowing you to do more damage over time as the battle progresses. So this is a really cool thing. So it looks like the longer fights are going to be very well suited for Black Swan, and this is a really good thing. See, as you can see right there, it says the effects can stack, and as the stacks pile up, the enemy's destiny card will be upgraded, and damage dealt to enemies over time will increase. So these longer fights, having a dot team like with Kafka, like with other characters, and very weirdly enough, every time they've shown Black Swan in a team, they always show her with 3 different dot characters. So seeming how they have 3 different dot characters, we have Kafka, of course, for the re-trigger, someone that's going to work very great for Black Swan. We also will have a video out very later today, most likely, talking about this as well. We have Gwenifin as well with her burn. That's 3 different dots at the current moment. And then we also have Locha. Seeing that they have 3 dots on the team, I don't know if it's just there to, show that, this is the dot niche. This is how you're supposed to build the team. Or is Black Swan have some type of mechanic where the more dots that are on the enemy, maybe you get more Arcana stacks, maybe you do more damage. That's some really cool stuff to look at. She has some really nice things. It looks like her skills and her basic, normal thing. You have basic on single target skill with adjacent, and then the ultimate, unsure because we can't really see. Oh, never mind. We do get to see it's an all hitting ult. So this is a really good thing. That means you can inflict the dot on everybody. This is really cool stuff. Now, the one absurd thing we need to talk about is Sparkle. Why? Her kit is stupid. Do you see this? This is 7 skill point bar. So apparently Sparkle is going to allow you to get your skill points to 7. And by far, I already know people that are going to love this so, so much. Sparkle is going to be such a great character for a select few people because you are going to be able to have someone like Celet, someone like Don Hung, who really love having a fat ton of skill points for themselves. And seeing that Sparkle can let us regenerate up to 7, that is insane. For her to be able to give us 7 bar skill points, especially with how this works in terms of team building, you can get capped out a lot, especially with and then her ultimate gives you skill points. Yeah, that's also a thing. She was at what, 3, and then she ended up getting how many? Oh my, this is insane, bro. That they're doing all this. Holy crap. She ends up having 5, or no, she gets 6 or 5. But you get skill points back from her ultimate. Not only that, you also have a bigger ultimate bar. So Don Hung mains, go ahead, raise up your seat. You should be excited. Same thing with Celet mains. This is a really good thing for a lot of different teams. And seeing that Don Hung and Celet inadvertently get very big buffs from this character coming out. And not only that, you also get more damage if you skill points. So characters like Celet, characters like Don Hung, characters like Ching Chue. There's a lot of really good characters that use a lot of points, and now they're able to do so while being, you know, having Sparkle on the team. Another really great thing to note as well is that Sparkle is Quantum. So guess what? Two characters are 100% going to love this. And that is going to be the Mono Quantum team with QQ, with having Cele. You're going to be able to have more skill points. You're going to have that support for the Mono Quantum team. So now you have like Cele, maybe what? Cele, you have Lynx, you have Silverwolf, and now you have, what is it called? I can't think. This has been a lot. And also I woke up early, and then Sparkle. So now we have a full, really like fine-tuned Mono Quantum team. So this is a really great thing to see. They're going to give us more damage. And then we also have Misha. They didn't really say a lot about Misha either. But for Misha, he has a really cool mechanic that really does put him in the sub DPS role like instantly, which is the more skill points your team uses, the more damage he does with its ultimate. And I'm assuming it might transfer over to his skill as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I know its ultimate is one of them. And of course, he's going to really like these characters that are going to end up being with Sparkle, as shown in the gameplay as well. And the fact that they have him as a main DPS, what the world? But of course, him being a sub DPS is going to be where you have characters like Don Hung, Cele, QQ. Again, these characters are very skill point hungry. They're going to very much love to be around Misha, because Misha is going to be able to get that benefit from them spending all those skill points. And then if you have someone like Sparkle, if you have someone like Bronya, you're also going to be spending those skill points, and maybe even your healer is going to be spending skill points. So he's probably going to be doing some nice damage. I can't wait to see how exactly they're going to be scaling the damage around using the skill points, because having Sparkle and having the very fast teams that we have currently in the game, you're by far going to be getting a really big amount of skill points for your team. So of course, here are the banners now. The banners are going to be Black Swan first half. So a lot of you Kafka summoners, a lot of you people who got Kafka early for this patch, you are in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. This is scary for a lot of different people, seeing that Black Swan is here in the first half when people were just summoning for Kafka. So that is going to be a very big downfall for a lot of different players. And then of course her light cone. We also have her, oh, I think I just spoiled it. But we also have Sparkle being phase 2. And at first I was like, where are the reruns? They didn't show any. And then they were like, okay, do we have any friends that are going to come by? First half is going to be Don Hung and Bibitur Lune. You know, that I'm like, oh my god. And I kind of knew it because it was going to be Chinese New Year. They were going to bring him out to be able to say, you know, here's Chinese New Year. He's has dragons type of motifs, and you know, it's the year of the dragon. So it's kind of made sense. I kind of said that in the stream. Not only did they bring in Bibitur Lune, they also brought our homie King Yuin, which of course he's going to be phase 2. So there's going to be a lot of things I do need to talk about in regards to these two reruns. And Bibitur Lune coming with Black Swan, of course, is to synergize with Sparkle, a character that really would love to have Sparkle. So we have in Bibitur Lune, and then Black Swan, and then Jing Yuin and Sparkle. Now Jing Yuin, I think a lot of people right now, not a lot of people are keen on grabbing him. He did get much better with REHOO, and I will be making videos about that. But the main thing I think a lot of people are looking at is his light cone for sure, because of how strong it is, and we will be making videos on all of that. So make sure to leave a sub and a like on the video if you haven't already. If you're very excited for PENACONY, which I'm super excited for. Besides them showcasing off the enemies, which was really cool, they have a really good assortment of them. We even got this really cool boss enemy that one-shots your allies and takes them from you. Like, this is so cool the way that, oh my god, they were so creative with this. I love it. Besides, of course, them showing off open world exploration, giving us how our like mini time events are going to be with unlocking chests and stuff like that, which again, they gave us like 50 events that I did want to say. And then not only that, they also gave us a bunch of grindables, and those grindables are going to be, when I find them, more relics. So the relics, one of them is very, very strong. As you can see already, is right there. The damage is going to be increased when you are going against enemies who have debuffs on them. This already is going to be giving a lot of different players a lot of reasons to grind, because of course, if you have Dr. Ratio, which everyone should have Dr. Ratio right now, this is by far going to be one of his best sets, 100%. Having a debuff set primarily for Dr. Ratio is going to be a very big thing. Not only that, a lot of other DPSs can benefit from this, like having a Silverwolf on the team, having Pella on the team. You will be able to 100% get the effect from this, depending if it scales off however many debuffs you need on the enemy. You will have this DPS set on, or this relic set on, which is really cool. And then not only that, they also gave us another relic set that's going to be increasing break effect for the whole team, which is a very supportive type of playstyle and a very supportive type of relic, which is really nice to see that we're getting this because that shows that we are going to be playing around with break effect a little bit more for the upcoming characters, and this is a very nice thing. Another thing that to know as well is that we do have brand new ascension material, of course, for the new characters like Black Swan and also for Sparkle. And then we also have new trace materials as well. So these trace materials are going to be exclusive to Black Swan, Misha, and what is her name? Sparkle. And that's going to be really, really hard for us to pre-grind. We have to wait till 2.0 for her to come out. Another thing that is very important is that we are getting new light cones, which is going to be all 4-star light cones in the light cone manifest store. So do not waste your shards that you get from MOC, from Pure Fiction. Leave those alone. There's going to be a brand new assortment of light cones to come out, which is going to be very great for free-to-play players. And hopefully they are actually of use. Hopefully they actually have a lot of really cool stuff on them. We are getting some system updates, which I can go ahead and 100% say this very quickly. The Fate Atlas system is going to be a timeline type of thing for all your story missions, making it very easy to see what you need to look at, what you need to look at what all the arcs are in the game. This is a very nice thing to have in the game for sure. Another thing that is very minor, very easy, I guess you could say, is that we are getting the profile updates as well, where you can have multiple characters as your support. As you can see, there's Fushwin, Luocha, and Bronya on that list. So that means you can put, a sustain, a DPS, as a support. That way other people are able to use all those different type of characters, and that gives you more money at the end of the day, which is really nice. And then you get to flex a little bit more as well. And you can also prioritize certain friends. So if you have that really nice whale friend that's an E6, like Argenti or something, you could put them at the top of the list and use them forever. So that's a really cool thing. They gave us the trash feature and better filters for the relic system, which is really freaking nice. Thank God, I really love that they put the trash system in there. Very great. I love it. I love it. I grind relics like crazy, and for them to do that is amazing. Lastly, for their big surprise, we are, of course, getting the multi for free to play and for every other person. Logging for a week, you get a full multi. That's absolutely insane. And then not only that, you also get another free multi just for logging in during that time as well. So we are getting 20 pulls for free as soon as you log in, basically, or of that week of PENACONY's release, which is very exciting. And not only that, they have a bunch of social media campaigns. They have a bunch of different events happening. Oh, and did I mention we're also getting an animated short for, I guess you could say, Chinese New Year, if I'm not wrong. I may be entirely wrong. I'm sorry. But we are getting an animated short with Su Shang and Guanifin, which is very adorable. I'm so happy for this. And then not only that, we also have a concert for Star Rail coming very soon, which, hot take, Hoyo, if you're watching this, do not stop. I want you to do the concert. I will 100% hopefully be there, but I feel like we don't have enough OSTs for it. Was the concert gonna be like 20 minutes? I don't know. But playing around, I'm very excited for that. That's a really cool thing for them to be doing for us, a concert, which is really nice. And they're also gonna be doing some like meetups and carnivals as well. One being in Las Vegas, which is very PENACONY inspired, which I love this. Or PENACONY is very Las Vegas inspired. My bad. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this stream. That's basically all there is to this stream. Very good. I will have the Primo Gem codes on the description. I'm sorry. Or you can log into Hoyo Lab and get them there. And that's going to be it. That's the stream. That's it. As summarized as I possibly could be, while also giving y'all in-depth detail on each one that actually had importance. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I have another video coming out later today. See y'all on the next one. And peace.